up, jabronis?
New Jersey Giants. They are located in New Jersey.
What's up,
I'm going to be
jabronis?
sticking with this. But, Chad, go ahead. What do you think?
These dang jabronis in New York, man. What they did last year was amazing. They took a broken team and made it to the playoffs, baby. They almost took it all the way, too, didn't they? But in the offseason, they've added a bunch of weapons in the offseason, like Darren Waller, Paris Campbell, Jalen Hyatt, and look what else happened. Saquon got paid. Saquon's going to put on a fantastic season. I think this man's going to be healthy for once this whole entire season. I think this team's going to go deep. Their defense, I love their defense. Nothing to complain about. They're young, they're versatile. They get in and they get out.
Get in and get out.
Bang bang. What's the hang?
Bang bang.
Hey, I mean the offensive line.
It's hard.
It was atrocious a couple of years ago, and they've addressed it, and it's actually improved to be pretty solid. Still can work to get better. They got some young guys that can help make that happen. But if the offensive line keeps progressing, they're going to get more holes for Saquon big gaping holes for Saquon Barkley to run through.
Yeah.
And also the upgrades at receiver should be able to open that up a little bit more. They made it to the playoffs with a complete patchwork group of receivers last year. It was impressive they made it that far. Danny Dimes actually improved. We were bashing him in the show last year. I'm pretty sure we are not very kind to him, and he made a huge step in the right direction. I think because Dayball is a much better coach than Joe Judge was. Joe Judge sucked as a coach. I still have some concerns about the defense. They're very weak at linebacker. Thibodeau has to step up in order for them to get a pass rush because it wasn't great last year. And the secondary could still use a little work, but this team still is very much in playoff contention.
So, like you said, Daniel Jones, massive improvement last year. I think a lot of that comes down to coaching staff. Brian Daboll is a genius when it comes to working with quarterbacks. And one thing I didn't realize, Mike Kafka is the offense coordinator. So they got a little bit of brain in there for the offense. Wide receiver, they're a lot deeper than I actually thought. When we were going over the pre-show work, we took a look at the depth chart. They got Paris Campbell, Darius Slayton, Isaiah Hodges, Jalen Hyatt, Sterling Shepard, Wan'Dale Robinson, Jamison Crowder, and Cole Beasley. And don't forget about Khalil Pimpleton. Keep that pimple hand strong. And then the offensive line has gotten a lot better over the course of the past few years. They went out and got some bigger, meatier men. So that they could just throw some blocks. So not the best offensive line in football, but they got a little bit going for them. And then adding Darren Waller can only improve your offense. Now there's a lot of options. Danny Dimes, not just Danny Dimes, he can actually run. We saw that actually over the course of his career so far. Don't think he's a bust like we originally thought. Giants are actually looking pretty smart for taking him back 2019, whenever it was 2018, whenever it was. Defensively, they're stacked up front, but Justin, like you said, the secondary is kind of called into question. They did get Deontay Banks, and they have Xavier McKinney, Adoree Jackson. They're pretty solid there. But they're going to rely on their pass rush to make sure the quarterback doesn't see an open receiver downfield. Oh, and don't forget, they got Wink Martindale as their defensive coordinator. So look for the Giants to actually make the playoffs again.
Hey, they love the blitz.